Alright, whoops. Journal. I can access the rapid transit through the map. On the map screen, I'll see a button that says Return to Hideout. In non-action areas, you can use this button to instantly transport back to the apartment complex where your base is located. This button will be disabled in some places, while in the apartment complex, the button on the map screen will read Transit Back. Okay, well, it said to use it now, so which one's the map? Here. Return to Hideout. And that brings me here. Okay. Looks like they cleaned up the dead bodies. You will probably be a shop I'll use somewhat often. Am I really gonna get stuck on corners like that? Alright, and where's the upper city? Okay. This game loads so fast I can't even read what's on the thing there. Getting some frame drops and you just teleported.
If the Sith wanted to get on everyone's good side, they'd go clean up the swoop gangs in the lower city.
Salvage droid. Okay, can I run at all? I guess I probably am running.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm all ears, beautiful.
I don't like any of these options. Maybe I should have just redid my character and become a man, but oh well.
Something else you prefer I called you? Oh, all business today, eh? Are those questions really necessary? Oh, well, there's an interrogation you wanted. Why didn't you say so? No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people. What? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? Hell no. Unless you consider that you were a last-minute addition to the crew roster and you just happened to be one of the survivors. Don't be ridiculous. You've more than proved yourself since the crash. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, but still. No, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board, and hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value ever, and I hate surprises. I am working with you. I'd be a fool not to. I'd also be a fool not to expect the unexpected. has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? All right. You must be the most damn persistent woman I've ever met. We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
That's pretty funny. So that seems to be the way to go, so I'm going to check down here for now. I kind of wish he wasn't waving around his two pistols the whole time, saying, "Oh no, I'll work with you, yeah, pow!" Oh, I accidentally killed her. Let's hear medical facility. This might be interesting.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you are welcome here. I'll not have it said that Self-Kaforan refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit. Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way. The Sith were already here, asking these same questions. I'll tell you what I told them. I don't know anything about those pods. Now, is there something else you need? I am quite... I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I can. Do you want to know about Upper Taris, or are you more interested in Lower Taris? The Undercity is a wasteland, crawling with flesh-eating mutants called rat ghouls. Justice here on Taris is swift and harsh. There are only two punishments: execution or banishment to the Undercity. Anyone banished can never return on pain of death. Even their descendants are forced to live in the depths beneath our great cities. Whenever I can, I send supplies to the Undercity to help ease the misery of their lives. Although there is nothing I can do to help those infected with the rat ghoul disease. I am quite busy. Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in...
Of course, by very reasonable, it means you can't buy it until you have a lot of money, which I'm sure I'll get tons of money later in the game, but let's see. These adrenal things. I don't really like the temporary boosts unless I know what I'm getting into. Immunity, poison. Requires... That would be useful, actually. 500? Dang it. Immunity. Mind affecting. That'd be good too. So I need implants. Implant feet. I should probably remember that. I'm gonna sell my clothing. $1 to 12, $1 to 10. Okay, the long sword seems better, but is there a difference? Like, does the vibroblade protect from... It's upgradable. That's a prototype though, and I have another one. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Well, wait, what? Okay. Vibration cell? Upgrade item. Wow, I don't have any clue what any of this is. Okay, let's see. I think I'm using the blaster rifle. Yes, I will sell that. He's using the pistol, so I guess he can keep those. Get rid of the longsword. Or get rid of both vibroblades. Just one of them, I guess. Lab personnel only. Let's do a quick save and see if I can break in.
Done.
Well.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic. I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Light side points gained. Okay. I just realized this guy sounds like Kaden in Mass Effect. I wonder if they're the same voice actor. Which is funny because everyone kills Kaden. So he probably gets a lot more use in this game than he does in
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris. Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away. Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? And be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the Rakghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
I don't get it. Why not, like, give it to both? Like, give half of the
Davik
sample.
says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing.
Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
If I'm having a hard time deciding what to do here, I am worried about what I'll have to do later in the game. So, let's go good and... Alright.
How'd you like that?
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
I don't want to have to pay you. I did enough of that in Mass Effect. Come on.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Alright. You didn't even take your credits. Oh, I guess